Despite the state trending significantly Republican, President Biden is setting his sights on the state of Florida in a stunning turn of events. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video, and today it is time to talk about the 2024 presidential election, because as most of you probably know, the state of Florida is arguably the most Republican trending state in the country, at least of the big states. You got Texas, kind of trending Democrat. New York, you really don't know about. California, who knows? But Florida's the one that everyone knows. Yeah, this state is becoming more and more Republican as time goes on. Despite this, however, Biden's campaign, it appears, is putting significant resources into the state of Florida. Yeah, so much for this campaign being a great campaign that's gonna win 2024 in a landslide. If they really think they have a shot in Florida, they are as stupid as I thought they were. I mean, of all the states, they're putting more money into the state of Florida than they are in the state of Georgia, which should tell you everything. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you could join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Now, I do want to be 100% clear. There is a possibility that, hey, this is just an early investment for February and March. But after that, it could be just, hey, we tried, we give up, we're just going to pull out by, say, May or something. That could be what's happening here. But let's get right into it, because I cannot believe this is real. As far as presidents go, the Palm Beach region is the domain of former White House occupant Donald Trump. But for a few hours Tuesday, it was President Biden's motorcade zipping through the wealthy South Florida enclave as the Democrat looks to line his campaign coffers ahead of this year's election and potentially capture the state's electorate in November. So, this could just be why Biden is saying it, that we have a shot at winning Florida, blah, blah, blah. He's trying to convince some big donors to donate to his campaign. I do see that as a legitimate argument. I can understand that, but when you say what he said during his event here, it's like, I don't know. I really don't know if this is just a donor ploy or they actually think, hey, maybe we can somehow win the state of Florida. Here in Florida, you've had a real dose of Trumpism. That's an understatement. Biden told donors in nearby Jupiter, Florida, where Trump owns a golf course. He called his predecessor a loser and said it was up to Democrats to ensure he doesn't retake the White House. Boy, so much for him being this unifying force. I mean, remember every time that Biden says that he's gonna unite the country and we have to treat each other with respect. Well, he wonders why no one takes him seriously, because he says crap like this. He's a loser. Isn't the whole argument with Biden is he's the decency candidate? Remember that? And he calls Trump a loser. It's like, yeah, I don't think that's a very unifying president, but hey, who knows? You're the reason Donald Trump is a defeated president, Biden said to the attendees. And you're the reason we are going to make him a loser again. Florida went to Trump by 3. Does he even know that Florida was won by Trump and DeSantis won it by 20? Air Force One hadn't returned to Palm Beach International Airport since it ferried Trump south on his last day in office in 2021, landing just before Biden was officially sworn in, but on Tuesday he returned. So, this is the first time Biden has even visited Palm Beach, which I don't care who you are, seems just very strange, considering that even when the state became more Republican, Palm Beach is still fairly Democrat, at least the city itself. So I do find it very strange that He hasn't even visited Palm Beach once, for anything. I would have thought he would have done something here, but apparently this is the first time he's even visited Palm Beach, which should say everything about Biden. Since then, Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate has emerged as the de facto epicenter of national Republican politics. He formally changed his residence from New York to Palm Beach in 2019 and spends the winter months using the oceanfront estate as a campaign hub, fundraising venue, and setting for dinner meetings over steak and chocolate cake. So, yeah, this is Trump's domain. I like how they put it. This is where Trump's HQ is. It has been for a couple of years, but really it's become the HQ for the Republican Party, not just Trump. Which is funny, but Mar-a-Lago is essentially the HQ of any Republican, for the Republican Party as a whole. The president's re-election campaign says he'll return to the Sunshine State over the coming year as he looks to make the state competitive in the general election, along with North Carolina. Florida is a state Biden lost in 2020, but which his campaign sees as a pickup opportunity. Oh, good lord. They actually think there's a possibility here of winning the state of Florida. I just love how they're not even mentioning Georgia. I know Biden won the state by like 0.2%, but still, you would think Georgia's the one state that they throw everything at. Why focus on North Carolina and Florida? That doesn't make much sense. I mean, think about it. All Biden needs to do is win the state of Georgia and he pretty much is reelected. Biden's campaign advisors acknowledge winning Florida in November will be an uphill climb, but have still invested resources there as they test messaging ahead of the general election contest. And Biden on Tuesday set his sights on winning the state in November. Here in Florida, we have to organize, mobilize the vote. I think we can win Florida. I think the Democrats can win in Florida, he said Tuesday in Jupiter, about 20 miles from his predecessor's Mar-a-Lago resort. It's a tall order for the Biden campaign. The president lost Florida voters 65 and older to Trump by 10, a wider gap than his 5-point deficit nationally, but there are still some signs that the campaign could shift in his favor, including initiatives on the state's 2024 ballot. Oh, bullcrap! Listen, this is absolutely delusional by the Biden campaign. These initiatives, like the abortion stuff, you do realize that Trump is one of the more moderate Republicans on the issue, the quote-unquote electable choice. So, the abortion referendum, even in Florida, there's a chance it doesn't even pass. But even then, it's like, it's a general election. People are going to vote. If you think that people are just going to vote for the abortion referendum and, oh, we weren't going to vote beforehand, but oh, now I will. That is stupid thinking. Biden offered an appeal to the state's senior population health care during his remarks, something the campaign could focus its messaging on in the coming months. Seniors in Florida and all across America should know this. Trump and his MAGA friends are determined to take away the $35 a month insulin, which we just got passed into law. He's so full of it. Remember when Trump capped it, and then Biden revoked it in executive order day one? Remember that? Biden is so full of it, and his whole strategy is just do better with seniors. If Trump is winning Hispanics outright, it doesn't freaking matter what happens with the senior vote. Yes, it's significant in Florida, absolutely, but if Trump is outright winning Hispanics and winning white voters by a lot, how the hell do you think you can win the state of Florida? And this strategy doesn't make much sense because Trump can just say, I literally capped it with an executive order, and you repealed it the day after. And Trump's the only Republican that you really can't attack for Social Security or Medicare, because he's one of the few ones that said no. We're not going to touch it no matter what. But that's Biden's campaign so far. Democrats in Florida have given the National Party few reasons for hope in the state since 2016, when Trump's victory kicked off a series of statewide wins by Republicans that culminated in Governor Ron DeSantis' dominating 19-point re-election performance in 2022. During that stretch, Democrats for the first time lost their voter registration advantage, and they now trail the GOP by nearly 800,000 voters. What is this campaign doing? At first I thought, okay, this is just, some initial investments. Fine. And they do say maybe we're going to invest here a little bit, but we don't know yet. But the more I read this, it sounds like they think, oh, actually, we could actually come back from this. I mean, right here. Lately, though, Democrats have found reason to be optimistic again. Earlier this month, a Democrat won a state house race in a special election. Flipping the seat from red to blue in a district, DeSantis won by 12 points just 14 months ago. Special elections, of course. Last year, Jacksonville voters elected Democrat Donna Deegan to mayor, ending 8 years of Republican control in the state's most populous city, and the party came about 500 votes short of winning a special election for a Miami area state house seat that Republicans had dominated in recent years. They're using these low turnout special elections as proof that we're going to win the state of Florida next year. And they bring up the freaking abortion referendum and marijuana. There's a chance those don't even freaking pass. And you expect that to help Biden? Listen, I've been saying for a while this campaign isn't that good. I've always had this feeling that this campaign is being overrated by many people. I'm starting to really think that they just are incompetent. Not just, oh, they're not the best campaign, but at least they're serviceable. It sounds like they think we can win the state of Florida. What? You should be spending all of your time in Georgia. If you're going to focus on one of these southern states, make it Georgia. Not Florida. I mean, good for Trump because, hey, this is a waste of time for Biden, but for Biden, it's like, do you want to win this year? Why the hell would you focus on the state of Florida, which is becoming one of the most Republican states in the country? Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.